Nets Kingdom.
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? We are back. The team is here. The kingdom is back. Coming off a loss, a competitive loss, though. A competitive loss to the Atlanta Hawks. I got Saint with me. I got Rage with me. I got Cypher with me. And we have a big announcement, man. Before we get into the game, we've got a new member of the kingdom. You see him on the podcast. You see him getting all the guests from Locked On. Everybody in Netspro's has been on his pod. Pete, Nets fans, you know. Make sure you guys subscribe to Pete, Nets fan, you know, too. His YouTube.
That guy right there.
Is on the kingdom. So,
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm
Pete.
so hyped for this, boys.
Yeah, talk about Pete. Talk about a little bit about your journey, because like the kingdom knows about you, but they don't really know about you like that.
Oh man, I started a podcast with my best friend a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Wound up blowing up big. You've been on the pod. Saint's been on the pod. I've interviewed former players, credentialed media, and I've been very lucky and very blessed to just get a lot of good connections along the way. Now I talk to player agents. I'm friends with people that work for the team. So once in a while, I don't like to call myself an insider, but I get some good information sometimes.
Yeah, for sure, man. Pete's doing a lot of good work. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Damn, we're trying to get on Twitter, but I think my StreamYard is like not connected to the Twitter. But we're gonna get on Twitter soon. So everybody on YouTube, just hold tight. Shout out to Ace in the Hole, Hold My Latte, Jared was good, and Alex Brunner was good. What up? Yeah, so crazy game, bro. I don't even know how to explain this game, because I'm like, first half, we saw the Ben Simmons that we wanted to see. We did see the Ben Simmons we wanted to see first half, and I'm like, oh, it's a competitive game. I think Say was tweeting out, "Oh yeah, the Hawks taking. What's going on? We're looking better than the Hawks." But what was your I'll start with you, Rage. What was your first impression of this first half?
Well, first off, we were getting a lot of Ben Simmons action early, and he was, taking it to the rim. He dished off 5 assists, I think, in his first 9 minutes of play, which was pretty good. We didn't see as much Cam on the ball, but he did emerge, at the end for sure. And we were able to get, we were also playing pretty solid defensively. Like, we did have our struggles in the paint because, we were starting Dorian Finney-Smith, and we got limited action of Nick Claxton. And Noah Clowney was doing a little bit too, but he was also having his struggles there. He'll be able to, hopefully develop there. But it was pretty good because we knew kind of going into preseason. We saw from preseason that we were pretty active, moving around quite a bit, and that was a pretty consistent theme throughout this game. But that's what we were able to get on early. I mean, guys were running around, guys were on their man. We were able to hold Trey down to, I think, what did he have, like 2 in the first half?
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
Go ahead, Pete. What was your impression of the first half?
I think we saw a team that's obviously young, doesn't have a lot of time together, is learning a new offense. I think they struggled early. I think in the first half, in the first quarter, I think they had 3 free throws or something like that. They weren't getting to the line. They weren't getting many calls. It's nice to see that for Ben Simmons, but where were you before? It would have been nice to have this guy, a couple years ago. But early struggles, we're expecting that, right? I think that's normal for a new team and a new system.
Go ahead, Saint. Your first half impressions of what you saw.
Dude, I don't even know if first off, welcome, Pete. It's good to have Pete. Pete's been putting in work. You've seen, go check out. I know Pete has his stuff. You have on YouTube. Go check out the interviews he's been doing. Pete's a good dude. I'm excited to have him on the team and talking. Bro, I don't even know if I have first impressions. That game went so off the rails. I'll just say this. I was impressed that they were this literally was a winnable game. For the Nets, which was crazy. I just assumed that the Hawks were going to come out and smack us, right? And maybe the Hawks aren't that good, but man, What's that?
No, I was gonna say, let me read a couple. These are a couple of notes I took at the half. Because this game was like, we had control of this game in the first half, which was like surprising to me. I was surprised how well we were playing. And I'm like, everybody thinks we're like, oh, it's a tank team. But I remember I was texting Rage, like the Hawks roster on paper, if you go like player for player, the Hawks are not that much better than us. Outside of Trae Young, who's their superstar, they have just solid young pieces. So at this halftime, I wrote Nets lead at halftime. We've done a great job defensively, limiting Trae Young, making him solely a facilitator. Ben Simmons was effective pushing the pace, creating offense, rim pressure, playmaking. And then Jalen Wilson caught fire off the bench from three, and CT started off kind of bad. I know Cypher probably got CT stats in the first half. CT looked really bad, but then in the late second quarter, he started picking it up, started cooking, and then we got that lead, I think 55-51, right before halftime. Yeah.
If I do have impressions, I like, because quite honestly, I'm not looking at Dennis Schroeder. I'm not looking Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm not even looking at Ben. I'm not looking at any of those vets, right? Like, I'm looking at the young guys. Like, I was impressed what I saw from Clowney hitting that three. I am a big fan of Zaire Williams. I hope he sticks around next year. And Wilson, man, like Wilson, he is such a good, like again, I do have to give Sean Marks and his team for picking that dude up. Like he is going to be a great piece as this team builds. I hope same thing. He sticks around. And Cam Thomas, it took a little bit that first half for him getting cooking, and then he did. You know what I mean? And I will say I was impressed with his ability to drive and pass. Like, you can definitely see the work that he's put in to round out his game. The offense, I felt like preseason had a better ball movement. This game was a little squirrely, but for the most part, like, especially from the young guys, the young players, man, like I'm happy with the development, and I hope it keeps going. Like, the sooner we can get these vets off the team, it's just going to be a lot more fun to watch this team and continue their development. And we'll talk about the Claxton thing, because
we'll talk about that.
That was nasty.
Before we talk about second half, I want to get Syph in here too. Syph, talk about your first half impressions real quick.
Okay, so first half, it looked pretty good. I mean, Ben Simmons was playing well, pushing the pace in transition. 6 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Very good, respectable first half. Cam Thomas did struggle. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 for 12 shooting. Not that good. But, as Sane said, he started picking it up towards the end. And in the fourth quarter, 20 points. Finished the game with 36 on fantastic efficiency. 14 to 27, I believe. Other than that, Schroeder looked fine. The veterans looked fine. Wilson, though, was a good spark plug off the bench, driving to the rim, only guy getting to the free throw line consistently. No, Clowney had good defensive plays. Zaire Williams was hitting a few threes. Second half, things, especially that third quarter, it got really sloppy with Ben Simmons, all those fouls, all those turnovers. And that's when we started to lose it. And, that thing with Claxton, that's when we started to really lose the lead.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to. Like, second half is not really much to break down because it was just mayhem. Third quarter, I feel like it just, first of all, the thing that popped out to me was the Ben Simmons basketball IQ. It's like, I remember I texted this in our chat. I'm like, did somebody call Ben and said he was too good? Because he was just doing 3 straight fouls. Just, it looked like he was fouling on purpose. Like, I want to get out this game, foul me out. Like, it was 4 fouls in the quarter, bad IQ plays. He wasn't doing the things he was doing in the first half. It just looked so bad, and then the offense was just kind of falling apart. The Hawks kind of made a run. We looked very, very sloppy in the third quarter, but the Hawks are just so bad. Bogdanović is just so washed that we'll still be able to make this a close game going into the fourth quarter. I think it was tied going into the fourth quarter. So I'm like, okay, we're still in this game. It's still it's up for grabs. This game's still up for grabs. And then we get to these possessions. This is where the momentum kind of changed. And personally, I love this because I come from the era where it's no layups. You got to earn your buckets. You know what I'm saying? And we come, me and Say, we come from that era too. It's like
I do, but I don't like it. I agree with you.
But I understand now we're in the NBA where, trust me, this is a flagrant 2, and I agree it's a flagrant 2. But it's like, I like the toughness because we were for a very, very long time, we were a super soft baby lotion, cottonelle, toilet paper team. And I'd rather have us be a tough team. I like this from Jody Fernandez. I like this tough.
Okay, I'll say this. Yeah. I like that the video is showing right now. I want to see that like what Cam did. That's what I want to see. Yeah. The Claxton, even though, yes, I grew up in an era where dudes were just getting mauled, but I never was a fan of like, because I'm sorry, that was intentional.
The Clax one was a little too much.
I'm not like.
I don't think he closed up on purpose, though. You think it was on purpose?
I mean, it looked intentional to me, dude. Like he wasn't even going for the ball, bro. Ooh, like look at that, dude. That's a close line, bro. But I agree with you.
Yeah,
I like the Cam Thomas, like just like that last Knicks game. Like that's the toughness I want to see, where somebody gets in your face and you're not backing down, going what? Like that's what I like to see. But I did not like the Clack. I don't condone that now.
Yeah, let me know in the chat, y'all. Did you think Claxton was it intentional, or would you think it was just kind of like no layup kind of play? And then let us know in the chat about the ejection too. And do you think about the Cam Thomas? Right, this Cam Thomas play too. I think this was more like he went for the ball, but Onyeka was trying to protect his mans. So he was like, yo, what are you doing to my mans? And Cam Thomas is like, get off me, So it's like. I don't know, Rage. What was your thoughts on this? The Claxton and Cam Thomas thing? Because the momentum just switched after that, and then we lost the momentum until the first quarter, until like the last minute where Cam Thomas just went crazy. But from that end, the Hawks were up like a couple. I think it was 8 or 10 points after those fouls.
I think personally with the Claxton thing, I mean, I kind of almost side with Saint here just because of the in a game in the game where we're at, it's like you can't commit a foul like that. Yeah. You can't do that, and he's had a lot of fouls like that before, and we've seen it happen where he gets upset. And he'll do that. I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm overly upset because, shit, we want to lose anyways. Yeah. But in real life situations, we know we're not going to, want to see that. But in terms of the Cam thing, everything you want to see in terms of that. Cam Thomas should not be backing down. We saw something back with with OG last year. And, it's just a matter of not taking that. It was very weak. Onyeka was trying to defend his mans, and, Cam wasn't having none of that. That's not what, there's no point. So it's like, you're gonna touch me after a weak foul, okay. I ain't taking that.
Yeah.
I like that. And Jordy Fernandez did a great job at taking care of everything and getting our team together and, trying to separate guys. But Claxton's got to get it together. But I'm not too upset about it. I don't really care that much, but it was a flagrant 2 nonetheless.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out to Leaf real quick. What's up, Leaf Diggy? What's going on, man? Shout out.
Leaf. Chubb Syfe, anybody want to get in here about the fouls? Like, what was your opinions on those?
I was going to say with Cam Thomas, right? Do you want him being involved in stuff like that? When you have a top scorer, you always want to protect him, right? He's going to be taking a lot of damage by driving to the hoop and absorbing the contact. Do you want him doing those type of fouls on defense?
It's tough to say. Not him. Not in him. I mean, I understand. I think he went in that moment. He went for the ball. But you're right. If it comes to technicals, Cam Thomas is the last one. I don't want him to get ejected ever. Because without Cam, it's like
he's the bag.
Yeah,
you got to protect the bag, right?
Yeah. So it's
what it is. I like hard fouls. I just don't want. And Rage pointed it out. I just don't want emotional, stupid fouls.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a difference, right?
We've seen those.
A hard foul. Cam was a perfect example. He went for the ball, but he fouled him hard. He didn't hurt him. He wasn't trying to intentionally. Because Claxton has done that. How many times have we been like, Claxton, come on, man, control your a little bit.
Ben Simmons had 3 or 4 of those stupid foul, the ones you were talking about, the emotional, in the third quarter, he pulled Clint Capella to the floor, and I'm like, what are we doing there? What are we doing here? Bro, are you come on, son? This was.
And he's done that when we're trying to win the game. That's the thing. I know today we're not as fans we don't want him to, but yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm like Ben Simmons had a couple of those, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Then the fourth quarter comes, we're down. And Cam Thomas just has a how Cam does. He's not going to go down without a fight. I wish I had more highlights, but he just had above the big threes. he was not letting it go. He got it down to what was it? 3 with Cypher, was it 3 with a minute left
we got it down to 2 at the very end.
Yeah.
But then Trey hit obviously the 2 free throws.
The 2 free throws that sealed it. Yeah, the 2. If Trey missed one of those free throws though, maybe we could have had a chance. Maybe. But I'm not. Shout out to Jared Williams, I think said this in the chat. He's not saying that the Hawks are better. I'm not saying the Hawks are better than us either. I don't think the Hawks are that much better than us, to be honest. Like, and in the beginning of the year, I was like, there's 2 teams that I think, well, one team that we should be better than, and I said it was the Wizards. The Wizards is a team that we should be better than, but the Hawks, they're kind of close to that tier of like.
But doesn't Trae Young kind of put him over the top, though? I feel like when you have a superstar on another team, that kind of tops it. You know what I mean?
Know. I think Trae is not as it like when he first. I don't know. I feel like Trae is not as good as he was. But and Cypher, how many free throws did they miss? Not like even with their free throws missed, it should have not been this close. But I know that Cypher probably has the stats. Like I know they missed 13 free throws, but
they missed 13 free throws.
But yeah, like even with that, yeah, no, they missed a lot. Like I wouldn't. I mean that is something, but it's still this game should not have been that close. And then it's like, well, maybe they're
46 attempted.
Yeah, they took 21 more free throws than us.
Are you guys concerned with Claxton missing the free throws? I think he airballed the free throw. Are you guys still thinking about that?
He missed. How much he missed tonight? What was his free throw tonight?
1 for 4.
Was like 1 for 4.
Yikes!
This isn't anything new with Claxton. Like, he's had free throw problems since he was drafted. He's had free throw problems his entire next career.
Get a little bit better though. That's like, I know center. He's never been really good at it, but like, damn man, not even a little bit better.
I agree. He needs to be better, but I want to give him a little bit more time because he just got back this game, so I just want to like give him a few more games. But if he does this at like 4 or 5 straight games, I'm right with you, Pete. I'm like, he got to be better than that. He's got to be way better. Let me read some of this chat. We do want to lose. I was just saying that it's just funny that the Hawks weren't expecting the Hawks to be as bad as us. Or I know it's a 1 game sample, but there's so many flaws I've seen in the Hawks game. If you lock up Trae Young, it's really nobody else. I mean, Bogdanovich, he's supposed to be that second guy, but he's kind of washed-ish. But we'll see how he goes on. He's supposed to be that second guy. Everybody else is just a solid young player. Like everybody, they got solid young pieces. I love Jalen Johnson, Dyson, Ricochet is okay, but if you lock up Trae, what else do they have?
Outside they have like no on-ball creators really at all.
Yeah,
like if you go past Trae, there's nothing really there at all. You would just have a bunch of standstill shooters who can get something maybe off a turnaround like Bogdan tried to do, but. And DeAndre Hunter sometimes will get his, but it's really just a matter of bouncing around, kind of like us.
You're just gonna keep playing that.
Leaf said we're not better than the Wizards or the Hawks. I'm not saying like I said, like the Wizards, we'll see. When we play the Wizards, and you'll see how bad the Wizards, because you think you want to have an ass off with the Wizards will win with the ass off, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Kuzma and Poole are just generational ass players, bro. They will make it hard for us to be worse than them.
Can we agree that are better than us? The Wizards and the Blazers. I'm sorry, worse than us.
The Wizards and the Blazers, right? Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're gonna find out like really where this team's at. But I did see somebody say no Cam Thomas slander. Listen, I think what needs to happen this season is everybody needs to be like dissected and looked at and where they need to improve. And I think people's feelings just don't need to get like there are some things that Cam does that are amazing, and then there's things that he still needs to work on. Or even other players. And it's just like, this is the year nobody should be freaking about any of these players. It's still a learning process. It's still like fitting what Jordy wants. Like it looked good at times tonight, but it looked ugly. Let's not, it's not slander. I think it's not slander when you talk about something that they need to improve. Just go watch Cam Thomas's interview. He'll tell you what he needed to improve. So it's not slander, but
what do you think? was gonna say, what do you think about Jordy? We'll talk about Jordy real quick. How do you think he did in his first game? Yeah.
Next question about that, guys. I wanted to bring up, what did you guys think about the team defense, and particularly the Nets focusing on Trae Young? I thought
I love that.
I liked a lot of things that I saw. It looked like they were still learning a new scheme, but I take the preseason stuff in this game, and I like what I see. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think the team defense was, like I said, I tweeted it out, like that Trae Young, we held Trae. I think Trae didn't score his first bucket till maybe the middle of the second quarter, and I was like, we really kind of locked Trae. And the whole game, I didn't feel like Trae's impact until late in the fourth. That's what I really felt like. Okay, Trae's in his bag, but Jordy did a great job. Like, that's credit to Jordy of coaching. He did a great job. He was hedging on screens when Trae called for the pick and roll. He's like, Trae, you're gonna have to make these other guys beat us because we're not gonna let you beat us. So Trae, you can rack up all the assists, but we're not gonna let you be the 40, 50-point Trae. And I think where the game got mucky in the third and fourth is because it was just all free throws. It was terrible to watch because we were watching free throws every minute. And I'm like, oh, this is just ugly. But I think that's where Trae was racking up his points this game, was just free throws.
14 of Trae Young's 30 points were from the free throw line.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, in the stats wise, you're going to look at Trae's stats and be like, oh, he's still cooked. But a ton of it was free throws.
Shout out to Alex. Pete said he made a good point. Like, that is a great point. Like, even not yes, for the offensive rebounds, but overall, this team hustled. Yeah. And I did like that. That is a huge takeaway. You can tell the impact. I can tell a completely different impact of Jordy's coaching and what he expects. So,
yeah, that's what I was going to say about Jordy's coaching today. Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, I was just going to say, good hustle gets you rebounds. And at least at the very minimum, if you don't have, an actual center out there and you're constantly hustling out and you're tapping the ball around, doing what you got to do, you'll come up with it eventually and you'll be able to push that in transition and go and make something of it on offense, even if you don't have a bunch of on-ball creators. That's what Ben Simmons is for. That's what you have Schroeder for.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. Let me read some comments. Jordy has our intensity way up. Shout out to Ace in the Hole. Cam Thomas, an absolute ball stopper. There was a point he was looking at none of his teammates. His style will not fit with the future picks. Anthony Paris said Cam Thomas, 3 steals, 5 rebounds, 36 points on 51%, 2 turnovers. I mean, y'all, the chat wants to talk about Cam, so I guess y'all. Did you guys see that CT was a ball stopper? I mean, in the first half, he didn't look as good as he did in the second half to me. That's just me.
It seems weird to say this. Like, he took 27 shots, but it didn't really feel like he took 27 shots.
Wait, he took 27 shots?
Yes.
Holy.
Well, that was my point. It doesn't seem like he took 27 shots. Like, most of his shots, except for maybe 4 or 5 of them, were within the flow of the offense. He was hitting most of his shots, 14 of 27, above 50%. He was passing the ball, 3 assists. Given the fact that Simmons and Schroeder had the ball for most of the possessions, the fact that he had 3 assists is pretty good. And he was passing. He had a bunch of driving kicks. Shooters weren't capitalizing all the time, but he was fine. He wasn't a ball stopper. If anyone was a ball stopper, it was probably Dennis Schroeder.
That's 27 shots is, I didn't even realize that either. I just looked at the stats and I'm like, wait, 27 shots? But I guess a lot of it. All right, I'll give CT this break. He is the grenade man. When guys don't know what to do, everybody just passes CT the ball with 3 seconds left, and he has to take a shot. So I'll give some of those shots are just grenades because we just depend on CT to make a crazy shot with 3 seconds left. Even all our vets too. Our vets do it too. Dennis will be like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with the ball," or Ben, I dribbled into the corner and I hold it. 3 seconds left, and I'm just going to throw it to CT and do something CT. So I'll give CT a break for those type of shots. But as far as shot selection, I think Jordy could be one thing he could do better is he did run a few plays for CT, coming off screens, but he needed a lot more better. The second half offense looked very stagnant, and maybe that was because Ben just lost his mind and he didn't know what he was doing. It just looked very in the second half. We just looked it didn't look as good in the first half. The ball was moving in the first half. It was popping. was doing a lot.
Weird in the second half I want to comment on is when we try to do the Simmons dribble handoffs and we have the guy that we want to score sprint to the ball. Yeah, there's this weird connection. That's how most of the turnovers happen. Ben Simmons and Dennis Schroeder combined for 11 turnovers. It was because they would have the ball, they would try to get to Cam Thomas or Cam Johnson, and Dyson Daniels, very good defender, but he just tends to read the pass and that's why we kept turning it over. And that's why all those fights happened, because we would turn it over, they would get out in transition, we would come back and foul hard. It happened a bunch of times, and that's why Claxton got ejected. That's why Cam Thomas got into it with Okongwu.
And I got to address that because it's me and Cypher were talking about it earlier about Cam and just having that discussion. And it's I've been seeing a lot of this on the timeline. This is kind of the thing, some people view it this way, but it's I'm not even being critical there. This is the season to work out all that shit. And you can't tell me Jordy is not going to try to get this team and Cam and the young guys on some kind of rhythm where it's not this game got so crazy. There was no other way we were going to even be in this game if Cam Thomas didn't go off. Right. That's just I was surprised that he had 36 points. I was just not paying attention to it, but it's and me and Cypher even brought this up. It's there's going to be games, and AJ said it, where he's going to get the grenades. It used to be Kyrie. It used to be KD. Yeah. Now it's Cam Thomas. And some of these games are going to be so ugly that Cam Thomas is going to go off and he is going to get the ball. Because let's be honest, the rest of this team is going to be just like we watched in recent years. That scoring is going to be spotty. Outside of Cam Thomas, who's really getting you buckets?
No,
anybody got in the chat?
Jalen Wilson this game, but
besides this guy, or consistently get buckets.
Yeah.
So no one. There's not a third option, really, right?
Yeah.
At least right now.
So my hope for Cam is that, hey, did he have moments of bad defensive lineup? Does it seem like the ball is in his hand a lot scoring? But watch the rest of the team. It's not like they were trying to keep the ball away from him. They were passing to him.
I think the problem with our team is a lot of our team this is what Sean did. It's a whole bunch of wings that need to be fed. We don't have guys that create. These all are DFS, CJ. These guys need to be fed the ball at the catch and shoot and shoot threes. These guys are not creators. Jalen Wilson surprised us today. He did. I sort of shout out to Billy. I think tweeted about it too. He's more of a catch and shoot drive sometimes guy, but today he was creating off the dribble. He was getting to the foul line. He's not really a creator, but today he was that second creator.
But would you AJ Cypher, would you guys say that maybe Jay Will is the next, if we had to put in order after Cam, who is the other guy that could create maybe his own shot and score better? Is it him?
I would say.
I don't know. We don't.
Dennis, maybe Dennis. I don't know.
Besides Dennis.
Maybe Dennis, but Dennis is he's not really a creator.
Dennis. He is going to have some games where he puts up points. So it's it really Schroeder and Will are probably the only two.
Yeah. But it's not a strong two. It's not. Yeah, it's not a strong. It's that's all we have left to. It's all we have left. We got to give it to Dennis and Jalen, and let's see what they can do. Because everybody else needs to be fed. Everybody else, Clowney, Clax, everybody on our team has to be fed. So Zaire could.
His threes though. Yeah. He can go and go off cuts too, but he can go and get drives. It's not all that, but it's nothing consistent. I do like how active Zaire is on when he's off the ball, and he was making his threes. That was something we haven't seen in the preseason. He went 2 for 3 from downtown. We'll take that.
Yeah. Shout out to a Stone CJ. We're broke, so someone had to put the ball in the hole. Not said, looks like the league is catching up to his playing style. Joey said, I know the criticism for CT will come from fans. Who else is supposed to score? Either way, we tanking. Who cares? Zaire looks nice. We'll talk about Zaire real quick too before we
Here, look at this one. Today, like I said, today I think is a different game. Today's got ugly. It was all over the place, and Let's be honest. He kept us in the game. I don't think it's going to be like that all the time. I know other fans, I saw other fans from other teams saying he's a ball hog, he's this, but it's like, I don't think it's going to be like that all season. Yes. Is he going to get a ton of shot attempts? Yes. Is he going to be the top scorer on the team? Yes. But you can't tell me that like Jordy's just going to ignore that. Like he's just going to let him. No, he's not. It's not going to be Cam Thomas.
Jordy, this is Jordy's fault. Like what do you expect when Simmons and Schroeder have the ball?
Yep.
And then Cam gets it in the half court. Like what else is he supposed to do? Like,
and didn't these guys almost foul out? Like, yeah, what is he supposed? I agree with you. Like, what's he supposed to do? I get it. Like
Ben Simmons had like 5. DFS had 4 at halftime. These guys were fouling out. Like CJ, what did you guys think about CJ today? I don't even know what like. CJ was just okay. He was just there,
but he wasn't bad.
Well, it wasn't preseason Cam Johnson.
It wasn't. Remember the last game? What did he have? Like 30?
33.
33.
Yeah.
CJ went back to being scam. Was he back to being scam today? Scam Johnson.
Scam Johnson. Yeah.
So we need to get CJ, bro. We need the right CJ. We need CJ's value to go up. Like we need that value. We need CJ's, but we got time. He got time. So.
I gotta ask Pete though. Pete, how did you view it? Right? Like, did you view it as like this game was nasty, so like anything goes, or like how did you view the game that way?
It was super sloppy, right? It looks like a lot of the players, like I said before, are still learning the system. And let's face it, the talent doesn't match the system. It just doesn't. They don't have the talent. You have Shake Milton is probably one of your better shot creators as far as getting his own shot. Yeah. He didn't play. He didn't get too many minutes. And one thing with CT I wanted to bring up, if you're the Nets, right, we know that CT can do one-on-one. We know he can take over games. But can he play within an offense when he's playing off the ball? I feel like this year you have to find out. If you're going to pay this man, it can't be like, okay, this guy cannot play off the ball. He needs the ball in his hand 100% of the time.
I agree. That's a great point. I really agree with that point with Shake Milton. Like, I was surprised we didn't see Shake play. That's a creator.
He only has 6 minutes.
Yeah, we were talking about creators. Shake is a creator. I'll give that. Shake is one of the creators, but he doesn't play. So he can get buck. He's a type of guy because when he was on the 6-man, I think on the Sixers, he was coming off the bench and getting buckets quick for them. So
something else that made me a little nervous looking at his minutes distribution is like Clowney 15 minutes, Zaire 16 minutes. Most of the veterans except Ben Simmons played over 30. Like, I don't know. Like, this was the concern a lot of fans had where we have too many veterans. We feel the need to service them. And a lot of the younger guys aren't going to get the development minutes.
Yeah. We'll see. Because like I said, I still want to see more from Jordy. Like I said, I just like how the team came out and were competitive. Like, I like the energy we brought. So if it's going to be like this and we're going to have to play, because there's going to be teams like our schedule. If you look at our schedule in the future, right, we play a ton of contenders, but there's those teams that if we play hard, there's possibly could get a win, like the Hornets or like I said, Wizards, teams like that on the lower end of the East. I think if we play hard and everybody's on full go, we could sneak out wins possibly with this roster. Am I wrong?
I think they got the Bulls, and what is it, man? The Bulls, and I think maybe the Bulls and Detroit.
Yes,
coming up. I think it's the first week of November, so like in a week or so, you got a couple rough games, and then those 2 games, I think the Nets could definitely win. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, those are like those type of teams. If we play hard, it can be like competitive wins because those teams could like slip up and we could take advantage sometimes. Like those are the games where I'm like, we could sneak out a win because there's always those games in the NBA where like, oh, there's a team that's supposed to win and there's a team that's not supposed to win and the team that's not supposed to win wins. It always happens in the NBA. Like that's just how it goes.
It's always happened to us.
Yeah, it always happened to us. Yeah.
You know what could happen? Like this does happen. You have a team that's good. They go partying out in New York City. They say, we're playing the Nets. We don't got to do anything. Like it sounds kind of funny, but this does happen. Guys go out the night before a game and stuff happens sometimes.
Dudes playing all hungover and shit.
Yeah, that's fact. That's he's right. He's right. Is Jay gonna pull up or 10J?
I don't know. I'll hit
still in spaces.
I don't know. I'll check.
I'm gonna let him rock because
yeah,
I
he's
didn't.
still on Spaces. He's still on Spaces.
I didn't connect to Twitter because I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna step on Jay because that's my OG. Like I love Jay, so I'm gonna let him cook tonight.
I'll send the link in their chat, and then if he pulls up, he pulls up.
All right, bet. There's Knicks fans in here. Okay.
Hey, then real quick, Knicks fans, there's nothing you could say to us this year that's gonna hey, right now we are in full tank mode. Yes, we suck. We take on any negative feedback because this is our tank season. Like it don't matter. Like anything you say to us this year does not faze us at all.
They need to worry about Bridges' shot. First of all,
yeah, you need to worry about Bridges and then all them.
That doo-doo. Don't get me started on Bridges' doo-doo shot, yo. That doo-doo
gotta hit.
That doo-doo shot, bro, went for like over. What did he go for? Like 2 for 13, whatever that was from 3. His shot is doo-doo, yo. Like he never used to have that. I'll give this. He never used to have that hitch. I don't know where it came from, but I don't know what you guys did on the Knicks water. What Knicks water did he drink? Because
it's the release point. He made his release point higher. But now it's the shots messed up.
You should have seen some of the Knicks fans' posts about him, dude. Some of the Knicks fans' posts were like, "Get off first game," and they're already like, "Get off my team."
Knicks fans, you know what they're gonna do when Mikal starts playing bad during the year? They're gonna come to this stream or come to Nets pages and be like, "What happened to him?" Like they're gonna ask us, like, what went wrong with Mikal? Like he was cooking when he was on the Nets.
What about the defense?
Yeah,
you just gotta pull up the Shannon Sharp meme where he just goes.
Yeah, and to be honest, like the best tweet that I saw was like Mikal looks like he's shooting with a new set of arms.
Bro, I'm telling you, I try to tell Knicks fans like Mikal's defense is not like that. Like Jaylen Brown dogged him. Like he's not. If you can't put him on wings, like. Mikal's not going to be able to guard Paul George. He's not going to be able to guard these top wings, Jimmy Butler. All these top wings in the NBA, he's not going to be able to guard. OG,
I mean, yes. I agree with him in the sense of the only way I'll agree with you, Brooklyn Knicks fan, is that I think his scoring will come together better, but I think defensively he's going to get cooked a lot. Like there was no reason for him to be on Jason Tatum. Like even
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown Jason Tatum had like 30 or 20 and a quarter. Jaylen Brown was just walking on threes. Like yo, there was plenty of
that all year. He just I think Jay used to call him McCone. Like he has his moments where he can play defense, but by and large, all last season he was getting cooked.
Yeah, if he doesn't fix his shot, it's going to be real problems for the Knicks because Leon Rose, I was talking to somebody about this. Leon Rose had in mind when he made this trade, he was like, I got to match up with the Celtics because they match up perfectly on paper with the Celtics. You got your spaced 5, you got your wings to guard Tatum and Brown, and you got your Brunson, your scorer, you got your spacing, right? Threes, everybody can shoot. But look what happened yesterday, right? It's levels to this. You know, there's levels to the greatness. And Mikal, like I said, it's going to take time for them to gel, but people are going to realize it's super, super, super overpay for what they overpaid for Mikal. It's going to be incredible, generational overpay.
Something they did I never understood was all of last year, like the fact that Mikal Bridges got no criticism from people outside the Nets fan base. Like his value somehow even went up. Like the whole assumption was, oh, he's been miscast. And there were even some guys saying it was Cam Thomas's fault. Like Brian Russillo, said, oh, Cam Thomas made him quit. And it's like he has nothing to hide behind now. Exactly. He has zero excuses. Like it's on him now. Like he can't hide behind Cam Thomas. He can't hide behind the Nets. He can't hide behind being miscast. If he plays bad, it's on him.
It's on him. Yeah. And he's going to realize that media is going to be crazy. Knicks media is a whole different ball game.
If he shits the bed, Knicks fans are going to by far do worse than we ever did, or people. Yeah. And that's the thing is I stuck up for him all last season. I'm like, something's wrong with him. Now I clearly know he never wanted to be there. And that last game was disgusting. You're one of your players almost got in a fight with the Knicks and the game ends and you go over and put your head in Brunson's chest. Like what?
Yo, that was crazy. He did do that though. He was hugging and it was just nasty work.
Yeah. Good luck, Brooklyn Nets fan with him. We'll see how that
goes. Good luck, man. Like I said, you're gonna still be all right. I'm not saying it's all. I mean, y'all just lost by 50 to the Celtics, but it's gonna be okay.
But
for y'all.
I'll say this and I'll shut up and let you guys talk. I was talking to Chris from Hoop Spaces, and he made a good point, and that's what I was thinking during the game. Is you got to imagine the Wolves. It's going to take the Wolves and Knicks a little bit to get it together because they took that trade took everybody by surprise. So I'm not saying they're going to be horrible, but it's going to take them a little bit to get it together. So there's that.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're good though. Is there anything else? Chubbs, you there? I even see Chubbs. I hear his mic is on, but he can't hear.
Oh,
yeah, not gonna lie. I was just letting the I was Cam Johnson's. Just
Cam Johnson tonight. Get your shit off, bro. Get your shit off, bro.
Get in here and shoot some shots.
Give us your last word. Get your shit off of here, bro.
No, I'll say this: the mantra for the season is competitive losing. Like we can be competitive. We can go to the wire as long as we lose. I don't care. I'm gonna lie. I'll be mad if we win. I'll be mad if we win. It is a system that the league has put to the teams, and we need to do it to a T. We need to be worse than the Wizards. I do not care. We need to be worse than the Wizards because anyhow we're better than the Wizards. That means we're not getting the first pick.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And in order for us to really turn around, you need that first pick. Why go for 2 or 3? Getting the 1, you can get anybody. Don't limit yourself. So that's the whole mantra: competitive losing. And as far as Jordy, I'll piggyback off what Pete said. It literally looks like a system, but we don't have good enough players for it to work to a T. It's the equivalent of having the body of a Lamborghini. From the outside, it looks like a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But the interior is a 2003 Camry, and the engine is from a 1960s Volkswagen Beetle. It can drive, but it's not going to look pretty. It's not going to look as good as it. It's not going to drive as good as it looks.
Yeah.
So Jordy has a good system. It's just more so we don't really have superstars on the team like that. So you're gonna see the deficiencies, and as long as the players we want actually develop, and as long as we competitively lose, there's no real gripes to have with the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Every loss is a win. That there's no loss that is not a win this season, and potentially next season.
Hey AJ, let me read a couple things. Eric Slater was talking to Claxton. He said, ask Claxton about controlling his emotions after another late game ejection, because that's the thing. He's had a few late game ejections. He says Claxton said just having more situational awareness. Maybe I need to talk to a therapist or something.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah. He said whatever I do, I can't get kicked out of games. I need to be there for my team. That's hilarious.
Talk to a therapist.
That was one, and the other, Brian Lewis posted a comment. Jordy Fernandez said, I loved our physicality. We've been talking about Brooklyn grit, right? You saw it with 32 fouls. The only thing is we got to be smarter. Our technique has to be better. We have to lead with our chest and show our hands. They shot 21 more free throws. That's crazy. Even though they missed 13, they shot 21 more free throws than us. That is crazy. So, I mean, I like those are Claxton and Jordy. Like, I kind of like this attitude where it's like you're embracing, like, hey, we know we suck, but we got to do this.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Quote takes the cake about the therapist.
The therapist is so fun. And you know what's funny about that? When you tweeted, I think you texted it. He was like, Dyson Daniels was not going to do nothing. Like he just went to hug him. Like it was like a hug war. Like you weren't going to do nothing after Claxton clotheslined you, bro.
Yo, Dyson Daniels looked like he was about to do something, and when Clax gripped his jersey up, he knew what time it was. Like,
yeah, like it was like, what are you gonna do? It was like a hug war, bro. Like they was hugging each other for like an hour.
Oh my god, you saw Clax grip his jersey, and Dyson like, oh yeah, I'm not built for this.
Yeah, it's like, come on. That's why I hate the NBA now, because it's like it's so soft. These guys like just fake try to be tough, and then like when it really goes, there's certain guys in the league where they're about that action, but like. Some of these guys just like stand up and be like, yeah, hold me back, that type of energy. Whoa, Shams just tweet. Whoa,
fractured left hand for DeJounte Murray.
Whoa, no way.
What happened?
Oh, wow.
DeJounte Murray broke his left hand.
Ooh, that's
oh
Weird.
damn.
Pelicans are cursed.
If I'm a Pelicans fan, I will be sick right now. No way. Oh my god. Damn, I wanted to see them too. They play tonight? Fuck.
I think Zion was out with an illness too.
Yeah, he had 14 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds in the season.
Oh, he was hooping. Jesus.
Oh, and they won the game. Oh my god.
that sucks. That sucks.
Damn, I didn't get to watch them too, man. I wanted to watch the did Zion and everybody play? Oh no, Zion didn't play, right? Damn, son, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Zion already injured?
Yeah, they said no. I think they load managed him. Oh,
I forgot. Where did he go again?
Who? Zion or DeJounte?
DeJounte. I forgot. Where did he go again?
The Pelicans.
New Orleans. He was on the Hawks, but they traded him to the
Pelicans.
Yeah, the Pelicans. So
And
basically,
Dyson Daniels was involved in that.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
why
was
Dyson's on the Hawks. So
Dyson,
now,
Larry Nance, and a couple picks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out BB. What's good, bro? Yeah. Oh my God, yo, damn. I feel bad for the Pelicans though. That's crazy. All right. Sheesh. Damn. NBA, man. Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah,
Hey,
guys.
you want to do last words?
Yeah, we'll do some last words. Make sure you guys hit that like button for us. We got NBA content too. Check out our other YouTube channel, Hoops World. We're gonna be trying to get some NBA content because we love the NBA. We're gonna be also on playback, so Saint and we're gonna try to build that community too on playback.
Well, I mean, that's a good question. Chat.
Yeah.
Would you guys pull up to playback? Because we can make this show 20 times better on playback.
Playback, we could watch the games together and we can look at highlights, stuff like that.
You can play music. You can pull up so many more. Like you can pull up any clip from YouTube. You can do. BB, check out. Just go Playback TV on the App Store and you'll check it out. It's pretty sick. Like you can do a lot more on there. You can pull up anything from YouTube. You can plug into to games. You can watch. We can have a watch party. Like there's no restrictions. You won't get hit with any copyright shit. So it actually is good. It's
like the new version of Discord, low key, but it's not. It's like it's just more sports orientated, I guess you could say. Oh wait! Oh, somebody said something. Who was it? Who said something like? What said something? Did Jay text me? Oh no, he didn't. All right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So YouTube, right? If you want NBA content, just check out our other channel, Hoops World. Type. Also, Pete. Nets fans, make sure you guys subscribe to Pete. He's gonna be having some good guests on his pod too. Cypher's dropping a lot of good articles. NetsKingdom.net. So if you guys go on NetsKingdom.net. There's a ton of great articles on there keeping you updated. NK Radio Chubbs might come back. We might have a return. NK Radio, we don't know.
Oh, you know what?
I have a lot to catch up on.
Chubbs might be back. So if you
speaking of playback, Chubbs, that might even be a better outlet. Like you obviously put out your links to your playlist, but you could easily go on playback and do like a DJ set on there too. It allows you to pull up all those videos.
No, it's definitely just evaluating like what platforms to go back on because I think I might keep the SoundCloud, but it's just about finding other platforms. Like might do a website, I don't fucking know, but it's just about finding the platforms and just getting back into the swing of things. Yeah.
So a lot of good content, y'all. Like Nets Kingdom, we're still in full swing. I know this year is going to be kind of oof and off. Like nobody want to watch the Nets, and there might be 50 people in the chat right now, but don't let us get that number one pick. And y'all come back here and there's 100 or 200 people in the chat, and we booming. Don't just stay with us now. If you're a real Nets fan, stay with the grind, trust the process, stay with the grind. It might look bad right now. But you guys will enjoy the content for sure. And when we're back on top, we'll be back on top. And I think I have a good feeling it's going to happen.
Oh, and real quick, like we're going to be doing, like, as people been hitting me up about spaces I do and everything. And like, we'll be bouncing around doing spaces, doing here, whether we put more on here. Cause even if we do playback, we can play it on YouTube and still communicate that way, I believe. So it's like, there's a lot of options. But yeah, stick around, man. We're trying to, with the addition of the wonderful Pete, graphic, all kinds of things are going to start getting upgraded. We're going to try and get more interviews. There's a lot to be coming. It's going to be a long season. Me personally, I'm going to enjoy every game. Like a loss is a win and a win is a loss, right? Like,
yeah, we're happy to lose. Like I said, we're going to be happy to lose. BB, I'll drop the Discord link. Somebody drop the Discord link in the YouTube chat.
And please don't hack us. We don't need that anymore.
Oh, bro, nobody cares about us no more, bro. They don't care about us. We're lost those days. We lost. They don't care about us no more. We're not lit no more. So before it was like, oh, but now it's the Nets. People don't really care about the Nets no more. Yeah. Shout out to AK. This season's gonna be tough, but if we play competitively, it'll be fun to see how team culture develops. Shout out to AK 718. Solar Fair. Yeah, Saint's gonna be back on Spaces. He will. Yeah, he will.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of alternate. Me and Jay. I like doing the Spaces with Jay. So I'm gonna kind of be alternating. I just can't do them like I did last year. Like I had surgery, so I had nothing else to do. So, but not anymore. But yeah, we'll be doing Spaces.
Yeah, because for some reason when we go live on Twitter, like our Twitter goes. That's why I didn't really want to do it tonight because I don't want to let Jay cook. But our Twitter really picks up a lot of feed, so it's like you'll see us on Twitter when you'll see if we're gonna pick the right games. We'll be very choosy this year because if it's a blowout loss, like no one's gonna really care. But if it's a competitive loss or a crazy unexpected win, like we beat the Bucks or something like that, you'll see us on Twitter. Like we're gonna know the right moment to go live.
Hey, shout out to big fan Breezy. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, big fan Breezy.
We're gonna have to get Breezy up here and pull up on his, but check out big fan Breezy.
Yeah, Breezy, pull up one of these games. Pull up, Breezy, pull up, man. Just DM me or whatever if you want to pull up.
He's always getting some good conversations. Always, he's always got his helmet and shield, and he's taking on a lot of people.
I love Breezy because Breezy's like you go into the streets and he gets like anybody to pull up and talk on Nets. Like he was just like, his pod is literally just anybody pull up and talk all over the Nets. Yeah, I love Breezy's streams, y'all. All right, shout out Breezy. Yeah, Breezy, just link me. BB, let me know. Did we drop the Discord? Drop the Discord.
I didn't. But hey, like Rage or Cypher, you guys anybody got any kind of last words or points they want to get out?
Say not much. Love all y'all. Appreciate you coming up, Pete. Happy to have you aboard, man. We're excited to have you, man. Gonna be great. Excited to see y'all, man. Happy to just be back.
Yeah. Go ahead, Syph. Any last words?
Just look, it's going to be a long season. We're going to lose a lot of games, but hey, it doesn't matter. Enjoy the process. Enjoy Cam Thomas. Enjoy Jalen Wilson. Enjoy the sets. And just enjoy good fundamental basketball, regardless of the results. Like, hey, we're building something good here. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Pete. Any last words, Pete?
Yeah, man. I'm actually more excited about this year than last year. And last year I thought we were going to make the playoffs. It's going to be a long year, but I really am excited. And thank you guys for bringing me on. Shout out to chat, and I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yes, appreciate you guys so much.
Hey, real quick. I gotta.
What happened?
I gotta show this.
What happened? No.
No. I just gotta show this. Like. This is the way you need to act, right? Like Nets fans pretending they want wins, but secretly wanting losses. So, yeah, that's the mantra for this year.
That is, this is how I feel because it's like, when you want your team to win, but you're like, damn, like that's what I'm trying to figure out. How are fans gonna react at games? Because it's like you're gonna be home and you're like, what if you're like down by one and you're like, damn, like. The energy fan and you're going to be like, no, we need to win this. But then you think about, no, we need to lose this because of Cooper and Ace.
Fact, dude, I was excited. I got caught up in the game where I'm like, hell yeah. And then I'm like, no, lose. It's like, don't win.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm really like confused sometimes. I'll be like, damn, we need to lose, but I want to win because it's like this game. I was so pissed off at like Dyson Daniels and the fights that were going on. I was like, nah, they need to bust these guys' asses. Like him, bust his ass. But then I'm like, damn, maybe we need to lose though. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know, guys. Let me know how y'all feel. So, all right, y'all. Yeah. All right. We'll be back. Appreciate you guys so much. Again, check out all the platforms. We'll be posting a lot of content.
Oh, and real quick about Pete. Pete still got his channel. We're going to be doing some stuff on Pete's channel as well. Like he's part of the kingdom. So if it's on here or it's on his page, like it's all love. Like he said, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. We're gonna. There's always going to be something to plug into.
Yeah, that's fans, you know. So yeah, good talk. Shout out Ian Cart. Yeah, Ian Cart, my guy. Was good, Ian Cart. Yeah, appreciate you guys so much. All the love you guys show us. And like I said, it's gonna be a long year, but you know, it's gonna be worth the wait in the end. They're gonna be looking at us when we get that number 1 pick. The NBA world will be looking at us too. So appreciate you guys. We'll be back.
Peace.